Let's go forward to make the whole screen. Don't change the name, just change it to lowercase. Make an index.js for the components folder. Import home from home. It should be imported from src components. We now create the first screen. Let's define this background color in constants as we learned. Okay. Change the name to background blue and export it here, background blue, and here use it, background blue from shed. Okay. Here we have the map button. First, we have a view that its flex direction is raw. So we created view, flex direction, style, flex direction of raw, and justify content space between line items, center, and just close the tag. Give a padding to the whole view. I think yes. Give a padding to the whole view. Padding horizontal of 20 and padding vertical of about, I think it's 60 or something. So we use map button here, map button, welcome card, search, and let's see what's the result. Oh yes, it should be in curly brackets. That was a mistake. It's almost okay, but they should be bigger. The scales are exactly the same, but our component is a little small. Let's change the map button and change the white rounded layout, padding. I think it's a padding problem at the first time. Maybe this is okay, but border radius should be bigger too. That's okay, but the icon should be bigger too. So we go to map button and change this to 30. It got a little bigger than the design. Okay, just change the white layout, padding to 20 and border radius to 20. Or border radius a little more than 20, just like 22 or 24. I think no, the padding should be more. 25, 25, or 23. Now it's okay. We now need to make this picture and this text and this icon bigger. Okay, let's go to welcome card. You see here an image. Change it to about 50. That's not bad. Maybe 55. And then 52 and 55 divided to 2. That's okay. Now make text a little bigger. Font size of 22. It's a little big. 20. It's okay. Font size of 20. Maybe making this a little smaller is better. Or 19. That's okay. Let's make the icon bigger. Size 20 or 22. 22 is okay. Then reduce the padding of this white rounded layout that we used here. Padding. We had given the padding of 23 here. We give padding of 10. Let's see how it changes. That's almost okay, but we need more padding here. So padding right should be like 15 or 20, maybe 23. That's okay. But border radius shouldn't be changed, I think. Yeah, that's okay. But we need more margin here. You see, for hello, we have margin left of 10. Change it to 15. That's okay. Let's reduce it to 13. And that got better. Okay, here some things left. We just need to make this search element a little bigger. Like the map button. Let's see, map button size is 30. Search button should match it. I think they are a little bigger than the center element. We should reduce the padding vertical of the white rounded layout. Padding vertical of let's change padding vertical to 20 maybe. It's okay comparing to the design, but the center element has changed. So let's go to the welcome card. Here, change the padding vertical. Padding vertical to 10. It's not changing. It's okay, we have corrected it, but it doesn't understand. It's not working. Padding left 10, padding top 10, and padding bottom 10. Now that's okay, but I do not understand what is this padding. Maybe we have to set it here. Padding left of 10. Yes, that's okay. Now it applied. It got a little longer because my name is a little longer. If we change it to J, it might look more like this. So I do that to see if it matches the design. Hello J. Yes, that's okay. But I change it to Matthew. And after this, we need to use this component that we made before, find your stay component. So we go to the home screen. After this we need to put this find your stay. Let's see if it's okay. No, it's not okay. Because we have changed the padding of the wrapper view. And here we have another margin horizontal that makes it wrong. Now that's okay. It's good, but we have to give a margin top to this indicators. These indicators margin, maybe to the wrapper we use better. A margin top of, for example, 15, or maybe a little more, 20. And now that's okay. But here you see that it doesn't match the style. Here it's a little smaller and the icon is a little bigger. So change it. Here. This white rounded layout. Should change padding. Padding 5. Maybe we have to say that padding should be 10. Padding right should be 10. Padding left should be 10. Padding left isn't applied now. Padding top should be 10 and padding bottom should be 10. If you want to relocate one line of code, just hold Alt and press up button and or down button and relocate it. I want to put this here. I don't know why padding left isn't applying. Padding, oh my god, padding left. That's why it wasn't applying. Okay, it's a little, doesn't match the design. Okay, we change all this 10 to 15. It's a little better. And then increase the border radius, and now that's okay, but we have to change the icon size to 30, for example. Let's remove this. It is a little big. Maybe we have to reduce all this to 10 again. And this to 12. Make this a little smaller. That's okay, I think. But we have to make this a little bigger. And increasing this border radius, now it's more like the design. Just we have to make this font a little bigger. Find your state, the text, font size of 20, 18, or maybe 17. 17 is better. And make this a little bigger. Krabby Tyrant, Elemental Label, font size of 20. It's okay. Let's make this line a little fatter. Like height of 1.5 or even 2. That's okay. Now we just have to give a margin top to this element in our home page. Create a view for it. Style, margin top of 20. Please remember not to give margin top in the shared components, because you use the shared components everywhere in your application. When you personalize this shared component inside the component, it will be more difficult for you in the next steps and next screens to modify these styles and give new styles. So it's better to create your shared components generally. Now it's okay. Let's create this popular stays. We don't have this popular stays font. We haven't installed it. Poppins. Maybe medium is good. I copy this font, go to Android app, src, name, assets, fonts, and paste that. For the iOS, just put your font in the assets folder, fonts, and then run React Native link and rerun the application. And then it bundles and you can use it with the PostScript name. Just want to create its constant like these ones. Medium font family, platform.os Poppins, medium, Poppins, medium. And just export medium font family, make a text for it, duplicate this one, copy, paste, rename to mtext, rename to mtext, font family, medium, font family, remove the bold, and that's all done. Just go to index and copy this line and say that it export everything from mtext. And now we can use it here like mtext popular stays. It's okay, popular stays. And here we have an alt text. In Krabby Tyrant but its font size, style, font size should be like 14 and its style should be font size of 22 maybe. It's very small. Change it to 16, change it to 35. It's okay, but this is not okay. After 45. And now that's okay. Just give margin top to this and text margin top of 40 or even more, 60. That's okay. Give margin top of 20 or 10. I think good. 10. To this one, make it a little bigger again in Krabital, and I think that's okay for now. It's not applying the font as you see because AS side is not matching this A. Okay, it's good. We just want to order the elements and then we run the application to see what happens. Now we need to have a scroll view. Scroll view, import. Please import it from React Native. It's horizontal. Please hide a scroll indicator, horizontally a scroll indicator. And now we just want to map this card. We make a constant for the cards and we call it popular state. Popular states and make an array for them. Inside it, we need an image. For example, Mahdia. Description, text, like entire bungalow in Bay. We need a title, content, view, resort. We need a price of 25, a stars of 4.55. We set the price unit to $, and I think we have all the information we need. So I copy these cards to 3, for example. I don't change anything for now. Just map to that popular states. Dot map, element and index, return. Now we just want popular states card. Popular states card. We give data as the prop to it. It doesn't reading in the popular states card because all things are in default mode. But we have to do it for the next steps. So we give the element as the data to popular states card. So in the next steps we can read it. And key of index. Okay, let's see what happened. Yes, that's good. But you see that here it doesn't have padding and it goes through the screen boundaries. But we have this padding that cuts the cards. It's not looking so good. We have to modify it in the next step. Okay, but for now, it's okay. We just have to give a styling to the scroll view margin top of 20. And a margin left of 20 to the cards. Style, margin left of 20. Now we have to go to the popular states card and grab this style. Const as props, const style, and something named data. And we have these consts that we read from data. What we have here, image desk title, image desk title, price unit, and stars. And we read it here. Image, give it here. This is the desk. This is the title. This is price. And this is price unit. This is stars. And about the styling, we give the style to the container. We just need to say that the first card shouldn't have the margin left. So how we handle it? We just say that if index was 0, so it's 0. If index wasn't 0, it's 20. You see that it changes. But something is wrong here because the background color is white and the cards are a little smaller. Let's change those. Change it to 2.8. That's okay. And about the background color, we should change it to background color of RGBA. Let's see that in the map button, what is the background color, because all of them should match together. It's 70%. Popular state. And that's okay. Maybe we have to reduce the opacity percentage to 50%. It's okay now. But just one thing about the padding horizontal of the view wrapper. We have to give padding to components themselves. For example, give padding to the view container of this row, give padding to view container of this row separately, so that this view won't affect. So we remove the padding horizontally here and give a padding horizontal of 20 to the view container of each row. Here for the first row and for the second row in here. For this we just need margin left of 20, margin left of 20. So the scroll view won't affect any, as you see here, but we have to recycle the margin left that we removed for the first cut. Okay, so we don't need this anymore, but we need a margin right for the last cut, as you see. Margin right for the last cut. How to do that? Margin right. We say that if index equals to popular stays cards, popular stays array dot length -1, margin right is 20. Otherwise it's 0. See? Yes, that's okay. And now we just need one thing else. This bottom tab. As you see, the screen in the design is a little longer than what we have here. It doesn't matter, but this is like the bottom tab, so it should be fixed below the screen. So we use the bottom tab, and because we need to fix it at the bottom of the screen, we wrap it in a view, Ctrl Shift F to make our code pretty, then give the styling of position absolute, bottom 20, left 20, and right 20. Something wrong. View config get color component bottom tab must be a function. What's wrong with the bottom tab? This is not true. It's imported. We just have to use the uppercase. Oh, you see that it's not good. Bottom should be more than 20. About, for example, 60 or more. Now it's okay, but we cannot scroll the screen. That's because we have used view instead of a scroll view. We just have to make a scroll view wrapper inside the view component and before the absolute bottom tab. Because if you put this bottom tab in the scroll view, it may cause some problems, like it scrolls with the scroll view and just becomes fixed at the bottom of the view, not the screen. So extract it from the scroll view and say that show vertical scroll indicator false. Let's see. You see that it cuts our header. We should fix this header and make it not to scroll with the scroll view. So we extract our header from the scroll view, and then you see that it's not scrolling because it has been fitted to the contents. So give a container style, container style with padding bottom of 10%. And in the scroll view, you need more padding, like 30%. You want more padding here. You see that this bottom tab is changing the position with the scroll wheel. We have to set a scroll wheel height so that it doesn't affect our absolute positioned bottom tab. So we give a maximum height of about 80%. We shouldn't give it in the content container style. We should give it in style. Maximum height of 80%. Give a padding to the scroll view of the cards. Content container style. Padding button of, for example, 50. And that's okay. As you see in the design, these elements do not have shadow. They are almost flat, but this button has shadow. So we create that shadow. So we go to the full width button. Find your stay where we use the full width button and give this styling of shadow. You see that it's okay, but the shadow color should be changed to main blue. Compare it to the design. You see that it's almost okay, but we need a little more shadow here. So we have to change all these. To better specify the shadows, use this website. It generates the shadow for React Native, and it's very functional. Okay, I saved that and you see, yeah, that's okay. We have the shadow here. We do not need shadow for any of these, and just one thing left, that our bottom tab is a little upper. And that's it.